People are very resourceful in general, shifting responsibility when it comes to finding the reasons why they cannot do what they would really like to do. In their mind, there is always someone or something that prevents them from reaching their dreams. But if we really think about it, we will notice that, like that fox that couldn't reach the grapes and said, never mind, they are green. Yeah, sour grapes. We also make up excuses for our perceived lack of power, endurance, focus, persistence, motivation to achieve our goals. One thing that starts the ball rolling in the right direction when it comes to walking towards our dreams is trust. Sometimes a leap of faith is all that is required. We are not alone, but sometimes we believe we are. This is why faith can create the bridge between the feeling of feeling alone in this huge vast universe as we fend for ourselves and struggle to survive the daily events in our lives and our seemingly unreachable goals. However, if we really pay attention, we will also notice that friends, companions, helpers, and chances always appear when there is something we really want to accomplish. We give the steps towards achieving it and we ask for help because nobody said we had to do it alone. And the universe is always there ready to help, even if we don't believe that it does, but it does. Another aspect that supports us in moving towards our goals successfully is humility, accepting the path that opens in front of us and following it willingly, accepting our faults without blaming or acts of self-sabotage, accepting that there is always going to be a lot that we need to learn. Like the Tao says, only what is empty can be filled. When we feel that we know it all, when we try to impose our ego or will onto the larger universal forces, we create blocks to our progress. This inflexible attitude says that we refuse to accept change as part of our daily process of growth, and thus we become stagnant, frozen in time, unable to make progress. And the result is usually disease, illness of the body, illness of the mind, lack of harmony in relation with the energies around us. Nothing happens to us that we can't cope with. We feel this is not true because sometimes life pushes us up to our breaking point at the end of our tether. I always wonder whether this is necessary for us to break our crystallized ego, crack our consciousness open, so that from our own ashes we can start a new path with a new perspective and a new version of ourselves. I think this is the only way as humans learn. But in any case, our trials are always in proportion with our strengths. The same goes for our positive side. There is not a dream we cannot accomplish, because even if hidden inside, we are given the tools and help that we need at every step of the way. Otherwise, we would not have been given the dream in the first place. It is only that we cannot see where the path is going, so we tend to stop until we are given confirmation that we are marching in the right direction. But the universe doesn't work like this. First, we must march. Then we are shown the steps or given the help we need. Hence, I said at the beginning, we need faith. That's to say, faith and then proof. Not proof, then we don't need faith. It doesn't work like that. Every dream shows us a direction to follow, a path waiting to show us what we are capable of, a new book to be written, a new story that will teach us a lot about ourselves. Because of this, every dream is given to us as a message from our soul directing us towards our path. Also, the universe always responds to our expectations. In fact, I would even say that the universe wants us to succeed, to shine brightly. I have the feeling that the more we expand, the more the universe expands. So you see, we are in this together. This is why it is so important to know that everything will be all right in the end, that we are not alone, and that we should always expect the best. Sonaya Roman says in her book Spiritual Growth, you only stick to those things you love. When you do what you love, it requires no force.